The Pontiac stuff is so interesting because I feel like not that many people run Pontiac motors at the moment.
No, I think there was a Trans Am there, like a Smoking the Bandit Trans Am. It had a Pontiac in it, and there might have been a.
So nice.
Oh, it is so.
That thing's so well put together. The exhaust cutouts on the side and everything.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to remember what his name is, but that car is amazing.
I don't know the guy. I just looked at his car for a couple hours.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a Pontiac stock block, and he's putting like 23 pounds through it. And so all of us that play in the Pontiac world are like, every pass is like, geez. And he's running 820s. And I think it's 3,500 pounds. So it's about 500 pounds lighter than my car, but it is an amazing, beautiful car, like phenomenal.
And to do that all and stick with the Pontiac motor takes like you got to really like it, I guess. You got to really want the Pontiac motor in there still.
Yeah, it's funny. I like having a Pontiac in my Pontiac, but I am not against people putting LSs in them. Like, do what you got to do so you can get out. If you need to save for 10 years to put a Pontiac motor in, put an LS in, get out and drive the thing, because it's harder. It's harder with a Pontiac, but I will say that they're like Swiss watches when you get them dialed in. Like, being a clutch car, it's not as consistent as an automatic car, but it's amazing what I put that thing through. Like, it's quite often when I go to look at the data log and I look for the high RPM and it's at like 7350 or something, I'm thinking, I better not show the engine builder that, because it's a big stroke, big motor, and but man, it takes all kinds of abuse. And
your car always sounds nice and happy and crisp when it's running. Like, it doesn't sound like, clankety or anything. Like, it sounds like you can kind of tell when a car's sounding nice and crisp. And anytime your car pulls up, I always kind of, like you're saying, the Swiss watch sound of like, it's ticking nicely.
Yeah, it's got EGTs on every cylinder, so I can keep an eye on stuff pretty good. And 25,000 miles last year without freshening it up, and it probably had 15,000 miles before that, the last time it saw a machine shop. So even the valve springs on there, like, I thought I should probably change them, and I haven't. Mainly because talking to some guys like, some of the drag and drive anyways, getting bad valve springs right now. So it's like, mine are still working. I have an on-head tester. I can check them. They're still good. It's like, I don't know. Why fix what's not broke?
Yeah, that's the tough part, because, you might put some nice new parts in there, and some junk Chinese parts are really what you got. And it's like,
yeah,
maybe this old stuff where it's like, same with you're talking about your water pump. You get a brand new one, it may be some junk, not as nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's one of the things that I've learned is always be careful when you think, I'm just going to freshen something up right before a trip. And Devin Vanderhoof, I think it was the first sick week, that's what he did. He was like, I'm going to freshen this thing up. It was working great. And it ended up with some, I don't know if it was bad machine work or parts, but and that fixed him, and he was done. And so he's like,
I think he took out the cylinder head, the bottom end, on the and first pass. Went 640. I mean, it was rolling.
It was rolling. All right, smoking out the back end.
Yeah, not taking anything away from him. He has that thing cooking. It just, parts failure gets you.
Oh, it does. It really does. Yeah.
Especially on a badass big block like that. I mean,
yeah.
It would have been really cool to see him and Brett go back and forth.
Oh yeah.
At that, because I think they would have been really close.
Yeah.
Competing with each other, and it would have been cool. But guys, thank you for tuning in to the Bogetti Clips YouTube channel. For the full podcast, check us out on Bogetti Studios YouTube and all your audio platforms. Also, hit that subscribe button to not miss out on any of the new Bogetti clips coming up.